What's up guys, it's your boy Blue. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the best add-ons for returning players and new players alike. I know a ton of you guys have come back for Shadowlands. I know a ton of you are playing World of Warcraft for the first time right now. So I figured this is as good a time as any. Now what I've noticed on YouTube, it's like the top 30, top 50, top 170 add-ons for new players. No, okay. Today I'm going to be going over the actual must-haves. Some of these add-ons are going to help with PvP, some of them are going to help with PvE, some of them are just going to be quality of life, some are going to be organizational. So without further delay, these are the must-have add-ons for returning and new players alike. Let's get right into it. So here we are in Overwolf, where I'm going to be showcasing most of these add-ons, and what you'll notice right off the back on the bottom of the screen is that my action bars are significantly different than the Blizzard default action bars. That's because of an add-on called Bartender 4. Bartender 4 is, in my opinion, the most convenient way to organize your action bars. As you can see, if I click on it, it's going to highlight everything green, and I can move anything that I want around freely. Now if we open up the actual menu, we'll see on the left side here, bar 1 through 10, bag bar, extra action bar. You can go into any of these, enable or disable them. You can disable the Blizzard art bar if you want, which I have done. You can move the extra action bar around. I have mine put over here, and this is for your spells, like when you go into a new Shadowlands zone and it'll give you the zone ability temporarily. That's where this is going to pop up right here, and you can move that wherever you want. Now another thing that I love about Bartender is that it makes key bindings super easy. So all you have to do is click key bindings, and as soon as you move your mouse over any of these icons, you can key bind it on the fly. Like if I wanted this to be J, I could do it just like that. You can see that it's added J down here next to Shift X. I hope I didn't ruin anything that I actually needed, but it's just an extra layer of convenience on top of something that's already going to improve your quality of life in game. So I actually lied. We're going to head over to Orgrimmar to show you this next add-on because I need some training dummies. So this next add-on that I'm going to show you, it's called nameplates. It's going to be really useful in both PvE and PvP content. So this add-on is basically a way to track the debuffs that you have on your enemy. So what I want you to do is watch the health bar right here. I'm going to cast my Serpent Sting. I'm going to cast my Murder of Crows. Kill Command. Shrapnel Bomb. Now you can see, and it's kind of crowded by all these numbers, but it shows you what debuffs you have on your enemies, what bleeds, what damage over times, and it shows you the remaining time on it. Now, if you were playing a Feral Druid or a Rogue, it would also show you how many combo points you have on the enemy's health bar. It's a pretty simple add-on, and it's all in a very nice and compact place where you're already going to be looking on screen, so you don't have to have your entire screen flooded with all this different kinds of information. Now for this next one, I'm just going to put over some battleground footage to kind of showcase this add-on, and it's called HHTD, otherwise known as Healer Has to Die. Now what this add-on does is it recognizes who in the area is casting a significant amount of heal. Once it hits a certain threshold, it's going to put a giant cross right over the top of their head for you to easily identify healers. I find this most useful in Battlegrounds, but it also does work in PvE. And as we know, it's just as important to take down those healers while we're doing a raid as it is while we're doing, say, a raided battleground. Now, I haven't messed with this add-on at all, but I know that you can go into the options and change what the threshold is for healing where the icon actually pops up. And I think you can mess with some friendly settings as well. And given that this video is targeted at new players and you just might not be able to right off the top of your head identify when a healer's in the room, this is going to be extremely convenient and definitely take your gameplay to the next level. Next, let's talk about damage meters. Now, it's really important that you know where most of your damage is coming from as far as your different abilities. And it's also pretty important for you to know how you stack up against your teammates. In comes two add-ons. One is named Details, one is named Skada. I use Skada, and basically all it does is it pops us this little damage meter. I can back out and go from total damage to current fight. I like doing total. You can manage your damage, mana gained, you can manage your buffs, threat, total healing. You can track anything with this meter. Obviously, I play DPS, so I use damage. And it's going to tell me exactly how much damage I've done. And like I said, I have it set to total, but you can set it to current fight. And it's going to tell you, after I cast a couple abilities, you'll see. Let's pull my pet back. If I click on myself, it's going to show me exactly how much damage is coming from each of my spells. This is going to help you with ability prioritization. Right now, you can see right now, obviously my Murder of Crows is still doing, but my Murder of Crows did an insane amount of damage. So I know that I'm going to want to prioritize this on high health targets. Next, you can see that my pet's damage is getting up there. We've got Shrapnel Bomb, Ancient Flame, Serpent Sting. Now, if I was doing my rotation right, Mongoose Bite, damn it, I accidentally reset it, but whatever. My Mongoose Bite would have normally done the most amount of damage, or at least been really high up there. But the point is that you can throw this bad boy on, do your rotation, and kind of see how each of your abilities stacks up against each other, so you can figure out how to prioritize when you're doing your rotation. Next is a very simple add-on. It's a quality of life add-on. It's called Blizz Move, and it lets you do this. Oh my god. Game changing. Absolutely game changing. It also lets you change the size of things, and it will remember it until you log off. When you log off, everything's gonna go back to normal, which is kind of good and kind of bad. But regardless, I'm sure you've encountered the same situation as me where you just really freaking wish that you could move some of these windows around. That's why I love the Final Fantasy XIV UI, because it's fully customizable. And this just adds another layer of convenience and customization for you. Speaking of windows, let's talk about an add-on called World Quest Tab. A lot of people like to use World Quest Tracker. I like World Quest Tab. All it's going to do, if you open up your menu, I have it on Zuldazar just as an example, but if you extend it over here to show all your quests, you can come up here and click on this little, you can click on this little tab right here for all of your man, I can't talk today. For all of your world quests, it'll show you exactly what rewards you're going to get from them, exactly how many hours are left, what faction the world quest is for, and it organizes it right here on the right hand side for you, super conveniently, so you don't have to pop around to every single map pin just to see what you're going to be able to unlock. Again, just another quality of life and convenience update, but I can guarantee you that it's going to streamline your experience, right? If you're doing world quests, you don't want to have to spend a minute and a half just figuring out what world quest you want to do. You open up World Quest tab, you instantly know what you want to pursue, and you pursue it. Next, let's look at a way to kind of organize and streamline those bulky bags that you have in the bottom right corner of your screen. Now, there's two add-ons that you can use for this, and it's called Addy Bags and Bagnon. Now, I use Bagnon. A lot of people like Addy Bags because it organizes your stuff for you automatically, but for some reason I can't get it to work on my game, so I'm just going to showcase you Bagnon, and this is what it makes your bags look like. It puts it all in one big block. Super nice, super convenient. I personally like organizing my bags myself. I know exactly what these two little guys are over here. I know exactly what all these are down here. And that's just me. But I'll put a screenshot up on the screen for you guys of Addy Bags, just to kind of show you. It categorizes everything and kind of splits your bags up into different departments, which a lot of people really like. I know Bellular uses this. I know a lot of people actually do use Addy Bags. And Bagnon is kind of, well, it's kind of outdated, but it's still my personal favorite. But if you're looking for a way to streamline and organize your bags instead of having 5 different bags taking up like an entire half of your screen, then check out Addy Bags or Bagnon, guys. Okay, now an add-on for the PvPers, and it's called Gladius X. There's also another Gladius add-on, it's just called Gladius. I like this one, and this is what it does. It shows you your enemy, this is for arenas specifically, shows you your enemy spec. It's got all of your the enemy cooldowns right here. It shows how much longer there is on their spell cooldowns. It's going to show their rotation. And over here on the friendly side, it's going to do the same thing for you to help keep track of not only your teammate, but yourself. If you want to push high CR arenas, you're going to need an add-on like this. Okay, you're not going to need an add-on like this, but it is going to help you exponentially, right? Just the pure idea of knowing exactly what spec your enemy is game changing. You don't want to go into arena and just see rogue mage. You want to know what type of rogue, you want to know what type of mage. That way you can act accordingly and prepare your defenses accordingly. Your prioritization and whatnot with your teammate. So that's the basic function. It also tracks threes, but that's the basic function of this add-on. It's super simple, but it is indescribably helpful. So what if you're going into a dungeon or a raid for the first time and you don't know what to do? You don't know the mechanics, you don't know the encounter, but you still want to play. You want to play and you want to have fun. Well, that's when you download Deadly Boss Mods. This is basically going to make it so that you don't have to research the entire raid before you go into it, because what it does is when a mechanic is about to happen or is happening, not only will it pop up in big bold letters on your screen what's happening and how you need to react to it, but it's also going to give you an audio cue. Sometimes there'll be timers. It's basically directions. It's basically directions for how to perform the encounter. This add-on for raiders, for people who really raid, this add-on is considered necessary. There's just so much to keep track of in a raid or even in a dungeon that you need something that's going to be in your face reminding you, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, move out of the AoE, hey, just switch to a different target, hey, move out of line of sight. The people who develop this add-on, I mean, they keep up on it. I mean, it is constantly up to date. I mean, I can look right now and it's already got Castle Nathria in here for Shadowlands. It's got world bosses for Shadowlands. It's got Shadowlands dungeons. It's already up to date. It's already up to date. It's also highly customizable. You can change the colors of the announcements. You can change the alert sounds. You can change chat frame messages. You can change the bar appearance, like with enemy cast bars. It's a comprehensive endgame PvPers add-on. And if you want to push high mythic keys, if you want to do those mythic raids, just do me a favor, install this add-on. Thanks for sticking around to the end, guys, but before you go, make sure you click on this little circle right here and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to keep watching content just like this, check out one of these 2 videos to my right. So welcome to all new players, and welcome back to all returning players. I hope you guys all have a blast in the new expansion, Shadowlands. Guys, I'm Blue Monkey. Till next time, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.